Hey everybody, thank you so much for clicking on the video. Here we are again. We're getting ready to talk about our melodrama that we've been actually hanging out with here. This is the sixth episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, season 3. So let's just get right on into it. Um, we open up with that damn no neck ass Benzino, Joseline, and Stevie J, and they're actually meeting up along with Mimi to actually talk about the. I'm lying. I'm sorry. Jocelyn wasn't there. It's Dawn, Stevie J, No Neck, and Mimi, and they're actually basically pushing the situation about getting rid of. Pardon me, or doing a public acknowledgement that Jocelyn and Stevie J are not really married. It really didn't go anywhere, um, because Stevie's like, oh, no, 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 we are married. I don't have to tell you anything. I ain't got to prove nothing to you, and all this kind of carrying on. And Dawn and Mimi kind of just said, yeah, okay, motherfucker, we'll get you, And they just kind of they left it alone for now. But trust me, that's just gonna be for now because it just all it did was made them look even more guilty. And I don't know why Benzino is digging this hole for himself because he knows Jocelyn and Stevie J are Bonnie and Clyde, and they don't give a fuck about anybody else except for them. He's gonna be the one stuck holding the bag. But go ahead on, no neck ass. He's just so goofy. He's always at the tail end of Stevie J's shit and then ended up having to clean the shit up. Just ridiculous. But that's his business. That's his problem. Next, we go ahead. We see Momma Dee as she meets up with that Erica P. And Momma Dee, see, I'm going back into this whole thing where I just think that mothers don't have no business on reality. Momma Dee she's just a gut bucket ass. She really is. She's sitting around trying to start shit. She's just always in the midst of the shit. She's ridiculous. And I'm looking at her, she's always, then she goes to talk about this palace and all this. She don't have no time for all that crazy shit. She's just ridiculous with that palace and all that bullshit. The fuck you know about a palace? A project ass motherfucker. And you're talking about a palace. The closest you've been to the palace was the motherfucking moat, bitch. Go on some damn where. But anyway, she's meeting up with this Erica P. Um, to talk about the shit that basically went on. Erica P's ignorant ass gets to talking about no, because Scrappy don't have no pussy facts on Bambi. She was doing all this cheating over in California and this, that, and the other. Why are you so concerned? Because you want Scrappy. And then she showed text messages to Momma Dee where Scrappy was asking her to get down and all that kind of carrying on. Momma Dee needs to mind her motherfucking business and go find her a woman and do what it is that she going to do and quit playing. And she's always trying to come up with these catchphrases, and meanwhile, you don't even know how to spell bitch. She's all like, I want you to talk with you know, with with the Bambi, this, that thing, and the other. And the girl's like, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Now she got in her mind. I'm saying to myself, it all sounds like a setup. It all sounds like a setup. Momma D's all down with it. And I said, Erica P gonna go fucking with Bambi and get her ass torn out of the frame playing games. But anyway, then here she come with her little saying, so even swap won't be a swindle. Then I knew it was a goddamn setup. So you're going to bring her in so I could try to sneak her. Because that's what the fuck that meant. I said, just ridiculous. Ridiculous. She never liked Bambi anyway. Bambi was doing that dumb thing where people try to, you're marrying the whole damn family as opposed to the person that you're dating. But Bambi knows how to handle herself. And that even swap is going to get Erica P's ass tore out the frame, I do believe. But anyway, moving on. Rasheeda and Kirk were getting together. They had this photo shoot. They had the older little boy, and then they had the baby. Rasheeda's mother was on the photo shoot too. Why are y'all trying to do this like this now when you know that the family dynamic is just off? But whatever. They were just insulting each other and they just went on. It was too much. It was just too much. And Rasheeda's mother is very disrespectful, and so is Kurt. So it just it was just too much. It was ridiculous. And I'm looking at Kurt. I said, "You sure is crazy looking today. I don't know what that was about. He needed a powder. He needed to call for makeup or something. But it was just ridiculous." And then I was looking at the back of Rasheeda's weave. Something was going on with the back of that weave. I don't know what that was about. Her part first was real thick. So that was kind of fucked up. I didn't get that. I mean, that part was thick. Like literally thick. Like you could have rode a scooter down it. And then there was something going on in the back. I don't know. They need to check that. That was a mess, but I'm sure they'll airbrush things out of the picture. I think she's a gorgeous woman, but something was going on with that fucking hair today. I don't know what that was all about. But her mother and Kirk had gotten on my last nerves. It was just ridiculous. But they took the pictures and they argued amongst themselves, and they just need to go ahead on a split up. I don't know what the fuck they're trying to stay together for. It's just ridiculous. It makes absolutely no sense. What the fuck is the issue? Anyway, so past them, we get on to Bambi, Momma Dee, and Erica P. Sit down. Well, Momma Dee starts right out with the conversation, giving you bitches, so forth and so on. Now I'm looking at them and I'm saying, what gives her the right to refer to you two as you bitches when Scrappy is her goddamn son? Enough said. You bitches? Really? You bitches. And she running around looking like motherfucking Marmaduke. But you calling folks bitches and carrying on. She's ridiculous. But they were going, they were talking, and Mama D's like, well, you have to understand so and so's side of it, and this, that, and the other. And Bambi's just looking. And then she says, and you have to understand Erica P's position. And Bambi said flat out, her position, she has no position. Oh, well, that was it. She tries to go off and she's trying to throw food and carrying on. And I swear, I think that Erica P was having more of an issue with them shoes she had on that she couldn't stand on than she was with Bambi, because Bambi had just moved back and was looking at her like, look at this ridiculous fucking whore. And I was like, okay, but that's all it was. She was going to try to sneak her, and it didn't work. It didn't work. How you going to sneak somebody with a 6-inch pair of heels on? And then the heels were wearing her ass out. It was just ridiculous. Bambi just literally sat back and looked at her. Then the part that I did like, because the real Bambi came to the party, and she basically told, she let Momma Dee have it. Told her, you know what? I ain't even had no business even having to sit at a table with her, and you're in the midst of all that, and I don't really care for it. And then she punched us. She left. Momma D's hollering behind her, you come back here, you come back here. But you saved that shit for Scrappy. Ain't nobody else interested in that old bullshit. Screaming and hollering, acting a damn fool. She is so motherfucking gut bucket. She really is. And she's irritating. Very irritating. But Bam told her, girl, I don't care about your son and you and none of that bullshit that you talking about. And she just went, don't nobody tell me they don't care about my son. Girl, fuck your son with his fat ass. A good fat, no breathing, carrying a goddamn puffer ass motherfucker and got folks arguing and fussing. What is they arguing and fussing for? I don't get it. He can't never breathe. He ain't never got nothing to say. You can't hardly understand what the fuck he's saying half the time. And that Erica P, she just want to fuck him. I don't understand it. I don't know why she wants to get into it. Will he be able to make it to the other end without having to get a motherfucking hit? Ridiculous. I can't see him getting to the other end of nothing but a motherfucking pizza. Just ridiculous. But Bambi basically had another meeting with Momma Dee, told her she thought she was a troublemaker, and that she's not here for that. She ain't got time for that. She told her, I think you're very unnecessary. You and your son bring unnecessary drama to my life, and I don't do that. I said, yes, ma'am, Miss Bambi. Yes, ma'am. Somebody needs to tell her. and she didn't like it. You know, oh, she could just get out of the kingdom and this that. She went on for 15 minutes about that old raggedy, retarded ass kingdom and shit, all that old bullshit. Girl, get on out of here, Marmaduke. Ain't nobody got time for all that, child. It was a damn mess. So then we get to see Tammy. Tammy is actually talking to Waka. Now I had a question, honey. Waka is a rapper, correct? Can somebody fucking explain to me why in the fuck, whenever Waka's on the screen, it's in closed captioning? And you don't understand a motherfucking thing he says. I think he's uncomfortable filming it out. And the shit come on the bottom. I don't know what the fuck that motherfucker done said. Because all of it sounds like the goddamn parents from Charlie Brown. Child plays and you rapping. He's ridiculous. And I believe he's only on the show so that Tammy can have airtime because now she's into her messy. She decided to get with Jazz Lane and go over the things that were actually done that she didn't care for, you know? And Jazz Lane tried to get all, Jocelyn rather tried to get all smart and cute about it. And she gave her the blues. She told her, honey, that's why I don't be friends with bitches. And she's like, and me the fuck either, bitch. This, that, thing, and the other. Jocelyn was really, she's been really out of pocket with people. Just really thinking that she is the motherfucking answer. And Miss Tammy told her, honey, listen, let me tell you something. I don't need nobody to tell me how to get my ring, baby. And everything that my man got is paid for. You in that rented ass car and that rented ass house with your rented ass told her you went from a goddamn stripper to a prostitute to a motherfucking hoe. I said, oh my. Oh my. And Jocelyn thought she was really getting down saying something. Honey, Tammy read the dog shit out of her. It was ridiculous. And Jocelyn ended up walking out. But she was, she did do that. She was nasty to the girl. She was shady to her. And all that. You invite her in and then you be shady to her. Who does all that? And then she's always trying to talk over people. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But that's basically all that really went on this week on our melodrama. They didn't even leave us with a real good cliffhanger this time. So it is what it is. It looks like some more shit's going to start up next week, and we'll be ready for it. But that's basically it. That's all I have to say about our Love and Hip Hop Season 3, Episode 6. And you guys can thumb up or thumb down the video. You know how that works. Please leave comments. I love to see what you guys have to say. All I know, I think Benzino needs to really chill out. Really chill out. I just see bad things coming his way. Fucking around with Jocelyn and Stevie J with their corny asses. And they are so fucking corny. And then before I go, Nico and this whole thing of wanting to throw a party for Mimi for their 1 year anniversary, and Mimi then went to Dawn trying to flip what they got going on. She keeps on going back into this scripting instead of just saying, "Bitch, I'd have put this porn tape out, girl. How can we flip this so I can make sure I make the most money as possible?" She still keep going back into, "I'm really not a porn star." Yes, you are a porn star, darling. Now, whether you get any more deals, whether there's anybody else that wants to fuck you, that's something different. But yeah, girl, you are officially a porn star. So, but anyway, we'll see what goes on going forward. Probably not a whole lot of anything, child, because she alright, but girl, she ain't nobody want to keep on watching over and over and carrying on, especially not with Nico. Just ridiculous. Anyway, that's it for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 3, Episode 6. Thank you guys for following. Thank you guys for clicking on the video. You can follow me at Twitter, at SpillItBoy. Love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Good night.